Good morning, students. It's our next topic of chapter number 2. Today we will discuss about that what is just distribution, theory of John Rawls, and the features of John Rawls, then relation between the justice and equality, various forms of injustice, and in which ways can justice be secured. Then the free market, how far is the state interference is justified in the market activities, and the last that is steps taken to promote the social justice in India. So we will start it from the first topic, that what is just distribution. In simply we can say that to attain the social justice in society, the state has to initiate the certain steps so that the individuals are treated fairly, they feel themselves as protected, or government also show its accountability towards the citizens, provide a peaceful and a safe, secure and a progressive social life. Social justice is linked to fair distribution of goods and services, means equal distribution of goods and services. If a society has glaring social economic inequalities, so it is necessary to redistribute these resources to provide a level playing fields for citizens. This is necessary for an individual to pursue his aspirations, his requirements, his demands. Thus, in India, untouchability was abolished so that the low caste people may have equal access on the amenities, job, and public places. Gandhiji also worked very hard to remove the untouchability and describe the real meaning of this untouchable community called Harijans, means that God of children of God, the Hari Ke Jan. So, like this, the land reforms were implemented later. Difference of opinion on distributing resources and equal access to employment and education evokes the passion, even leading to violence. So the fair distribution of resources is essential to limit the hostilities and limit the domination of a society. Now we will discuss that the theory of John Rawls, that theory of justice. Means according to John Rawls, he made a significant contribution to the theory of justice. He named his justice as distributing or contractive justice in his book A Theory of Justice in 1971. He gave two principles of justice. The first is that each principle is to have an equal right to the most extensive total system of equal basic liberties with a similar system of liberty for all, means. And second one is social and economic inequalities are to be arranged so that they are means on the basis of this to the greatest benefit of at least advantaged get advantage to the disadvantaged community, and attached to offices and position open to all under the conditions of fair equality of opportunities. Means according to first principle, the priority of liberty, in a simple or in a very short way we can say that he focus on the priority of liberty, and in this he advocate and justice basis of the justice, that liberty can be limited only for the sake of liberty in two various conditions. Means a less extensive liberty must aim to make the total system of liberty shared by all strong, and the next is a less than equal liberty must be acceptable to those with the leisure liberty. Now the next is the on the basis of his second theory, He gave priority to the principle, means priority of justice over efficiency and welfare. So the on the basis of the maximization of liberty with provisions for limitations protecting the liberty, equality for all, both in freedom of social life and in distribution of all forms of social goods, subject to the condition that inequalities may be allowed if they are given for the greatest benefit to the least advantaged in a provision of inequality, for equality of opportunity and elimination of all inequalities of opportunity based on wealth or by birth. So Rawls also described that justice is not based on the law of nature or based on reason. It is in fact the fair distribution on fair producers. Rawls focus justice for is equalness, fairness. He agrees that all individuals are not equal. They are, however, individuals according to Rawls who live in veil of ignorance, not only from others but even from themselves, least advantaged section of society. Justice demands due cares for least advantaged sections. Benefits are distributed in such a manner that the weakest of weak is duly benefited. Means dual they got benefit. Now he describe a few features of justice, or his theory of justice, that justice is fairness. It assumes a society is based on cooperation between fair and equal persons. It aims to find principles providing liberty and equality. It assumes that liberty and equality are result of a contract among people based on mutual understanding. They soon realize, means after the process of mutual understanding, they realize that they need primary goods to pursue their own conceptions of goods. The primary goods include basic rights, the day to day life's rights. Justice would mean that all primary goods are to be distributed equally unless an unequal distribution of any or all of these goods is to the advantage of the least advantaged community. So simply we can say that it should be for the benefit of the least advantaged to remove the inequality. Now, is justice all about the fairness or the equal distribution of the things? Can we call justice that it is only focus on the fairness? Justice like freedom and equality is an important dimension of the political science, main feature or main ingredient it is. So it has been playing an important role in human society since man started leading a civilized life, because to promote liberty, to promote freedom and equality, justice is major or main to maintain the balance in between the society. In the ancient time when man talked about the moral justice, the idea of a just and fair society improved to lead a just life or a good life. Generally the society became complex and man became individualistic. It was at this junction that the value of social justice or moral values increased significantly. Man started sacrificing society's interest to promote his own individual interest. So, the rise of vested personal interest led to conflict in the society, and it resulted that the social strife and civil wars taken place. The meaning of justice changed according to the situation, the criteria, and according to whenever the time spent. So, justice was not to create a bound between the man and man among the individual and society, thereby reducing the social tensions. The task of justice was to strike a fair balance in society, and it is helpful for the development of those circumstances in which a man could search a path of development for his personality. Means overall he focus on his own individual life. He generally neglect the welfare of the society. The society based on justice and fairness lays the foundation of civil society which can progress and prosper. Man in the modern society has become quite selfish, and justice strikes a fair balance by protecting the interest of weak against any discrimination. Now, if we are talking about the relationship between the justice and the equality, or pursuing the social justice, then the relationship between the justice and equality have been uh, interpreted differently, leading to the different conclusions. Means the Aristotle had regarded justice as treating equals equally and unequals unequally. ठीक है, tit for tat he is describing that he warned that those who are equal in one respect would consider themselves to be equal in all respects. For instance, equal citizens of a state may believe that they should get equal power and wealth, but if they fail to get these privileges, they develop a sense of means a sense of collective, or a sense of ability, which leads to a rebellion, or they lose their temper at that situation. This feeling should not be encouraged, so that peace can be maintained in society. The state should therefore not promote the idea of equality in that negative situation. In modern societies, those who want to continue with the prevailing inequalities of power, prestige, and wealth seek to follow Aristotle's argument in the name of justice. Our one more idea, F. Heike, in 1176, he described the idea of social justice is baseless actually. Means justice, we cannot say that it is the equal treatment for equals and unequal treatment for unequals, but he described that justice is depend on the situation, the circumstances, the condition, or the criteria of the particular act or incident. So he described that it is baseless. It is a trait of human conduct. A society cannot be just or unjust. A freedom, or if liberty is circulated in the name of equality, it would lead to widespread dispute over the unjust distribution of life's goods. It should allow the maximum opportunity to individuals to serve his self interest according to his wisdom and merit. So he also defined that individualism and liberalism is the name of liberty. He also described a system where able and resourceful members of society face no obstruction in the development of their personality. They do not need to be concerned with poverty or misfortune of poor. So they believe in the form of justice which aim to convert all social relations into poor, or into market relations. Means the rotation of the market, the investment, production, then marketing, this. So equality is interfered as equal subjection of all society members the common rules. State's function or the government's function is confined only to ensure that nobody harms others interest by force. So Opposed or contrary to the idea of liberty, idea of freedom, are those who do not desire to maintain the exciting socio-economic inequalities. So it holds that equality is always just only inequalities, or just only in equal conditions. The principle of justice and shout to explore the condition in which inequalities can be treated as just. So it creates the negative condition in the society. Justify, how can we justify the system where the poor and the weak find opportunities of advancement along with the rich and privileged society? A poor, how can we calculate that a poor get a chance or a equal opportunity or a better condition? A society where disadvantaged or a weak section are forced to lead uh, to spend their life. The fortunate cannot be freed of all obligations, even though they are not directly responsible for the miseries of the poor. So, according to the criticism, or according to the idea of criticism, those who remain indifferent to needs of poor, in the contrast to idea of the liberty, that it upholds the substantive justice which ensure the positive improvement in the conditions of poor. It calls for removal of reasonable inequalities in socio-political, economic and legal spheres. Desire to maintain the status quo, the they advocate a radical change in the distribution of benefit to the lot of those subjects. Nobody would dare to disregard justice. Everybody tries to prove that their stand conforms to the principle of justice, and justice should strike a fair balance between liberty and equality. Now, the various forms of justice. Political injustice, various forms of injustice, sorry, the political injustice, legal injustice, social injustice and economic injustice. We can say that in political injustice, the political injustice means that the political system of a country is not based on the written constitution. People are denied to right to vote, right to contest election, right to criticize the government, and right to hold the public offense. The political system is forced on people and is based on force and the action. Means they forcefully frame or make pressure on their own government. Legal injustice, it means that absence of rule of law. People are denied equality before law and equal protection of law. The law is not based in public interest, rather it is monopolized by a few people's interest. Or legal inequalities even includes those people's representatives who do not work for common good. So law should treat everyone equal there. Social injustice, it includes giving the privileges or importance based on their social differences like the caste, color, gender, religion, place of birth, etc. It gives privileges or importance to few at the cost of a maximum. In our society or in Indian culture, untouchables and Dalits have been denied the social justice for centuries due to the miserable situation or system of caste system. Now, the next is economic injustice. It means that the wealth and the resource in a country are not distributed accordingly. The gulf between the rich and poor continuously increase. Like this, the rich and the elite section are able to monopolize all the resources to their advantage, while poor people are denied even the extreme necessities of life, which include food, clothing and shelter. Means they are not able to fulfill their basic demands, and the rich community continuously dominate the poor one. Now the next is the free market versus state. the state interference and the free market. On the issue of free market economy, maintain that individuals should be allowed to own property and make contracts with others regarding the prices and wages and profit and investment. People should be free to compete with each other to gain maximum benefit. The supporters of the free market believe that if markets are left free, the sum of market, the transactions would lead to fair and just distribution of gains and responsibilities in the society. Means if the government make the market free, then the ratio of investment profit opportunities continuously gain, the outcome of the market is always just, is means equal or fair, we can say. In spite of benefits, all uh, supporters of free market economy do not support unregulated markets. There are many proportions willing to accept the restrictions that so that the state can ensure basic minimum standard of living to all. It will create a argument also that private agencies may be allowed to provide the market is healthier or interesting. Means that everyone can enjoy their free market opportunities in the healthcare, education, etc. The state should help people who buy these goods and services, means provide the various opportunities, the more choices in front of its people. The state should make laws which ensure that competition between the individuals remain free of any interference and other obstructions. There is no doubt that market economy gives us more choices, but it is not essential to provide basic goods and services to all. The private agencies will never perform social justice. They will always work for a profit. Housing, education, and healthcare are some areas where the state or the government may have to step in. Likewise, while equality of goods and services provided by private agencies may be good, but poor may not be able to afford it, forcing the government to interfere. In totally free market economy, always work for advantaged and privileged. The government or the state or the authority would thus have to interfere to ensure the social justice. The argument fits for Indian economy also. Means that Mill supports that justice implies something which it is not only right to do and wrong not to do, but which is individual person can claim from us as his moral right. He described this on the relation of justice. So justice, market, free market condition. Now steps taken to promote social justice in Indian society, that we have few provisions related this, that the Indian government has banned untouchability under the article number 17, and its practices has been made punishable by the Protection of Civil Rights Act in 1976. Abolition of Javindari system. Land reforms have been started and ceilings have been placed on land holdings. The DPSP, or the directive principles of the state policy, provide for right to work, right to education, equal pay for equal work. Means it removes the discrimination on the basis of their wages system. The government has made provisions for at least advantaged sections of society. Scheduled caste have been given 15% reservation in government services, while 7.5% reservation has been given to scheduled tribes. Like this, 27% reservation has been provided to the OBC community as recommended by the Mandal Commission. The state has therefore always advocate to work for the least advantaged society or sections of the society. Special steps have been taken to empowerment of women. These includes the equal pay for equal work, prohibition of dowry system, ban on trafficking in women, focus on the women education, etc. Or also the 33% reservation in the local government also. Schemes like the Antodaya Jawahar Rozgar Yojana, Integrated Rural Development Program, IRDP, etc., have been launched to appreciate or to encourage poor community. Right to primary education has been made a fundamental right under the Article number 21C of the Indian Constitution. So these are the things, or these are the steps taken by our government to remove the discrimination from the society and maintain to justice, especially for the poor and disadvantaged section.